And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust. To make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Darrisaw. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Looking for a crease to the left. Brings into the open. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the roughback.
Just taking the in. This drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Crosses the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, after having to punt on their last drive in the opponent's territory, it looked like things were finally going positively offensively. This drive, and then it's stalled.
Fires one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggies! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to the toss. Find some fresh air. There he goes. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your...
Looking to fire. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
I like like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He'll pull it on the read. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now into position to score. They'll go with a direct snap. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They want to run it left here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. Back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. What a terrible, terrible shame. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Darrisaw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Gomez. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Batista. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play...
Turning it on! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Rides to back and leaves it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the left. He smashes his way through again. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will give him the lead.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Rivera. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. DB's right up on the receivers. Power football with the run. Finds a crease at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got his man on the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's got him in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case.